In AI governance, two concepts are often confused: explainability and interpretability. They sound similar, they are not the same. And understanding the difference is critical if you want to manage AI responsibly. This distinction is not academic, it is operational. In AI governance, the difference between explainability and interpretability directly affects accountability, regulatory compliance, and risk exposure. Explainability and interpretability are not the same. They serve different governance purposes. Confusing them can weaken your audit position and undermine stakeholder trust. If you cannot explain a decision, you cannot defend the system.
Interpretability is about understanding the internal logic of a model. It means you can clearly see how inputs move through the system and produce outputs. There is transparency in the structure itself. This is common in simpler models, such as decision trees or linear regression, where the reasoning path can be directly examined. Interpretability reduces black box complexity. It allows stakeholders to understand how the model reaches conclusions. If you cannot understand the model, you cannot fully trust its logic.
Explainability focuses on understanding specific model outcomes. It is not about how the model is built internally, but about why a particular decision was made. Even if the model is complex or fully black box, explainability techniques allow us to identify which factors influenced a prediction. This is critical for stakeholder communication, regulatory review, and bias investigation. If you cannot explain the output, you cannot justify the outcome. Both interpretability and explainability support transparency, but they solve different problems. Interpretability helps you understand how the model works internally. It gives visibility into the structure and logic of the system. Explainability helps you understand why a specific decision was made. It focuses on outcomes and reasoning. One is about model structure, the other is about decision justification. Interpretability is how it works. Explainability is why it decided. In AI governance, systems must withstand regulatory and organizational scrutiny. Transparency is not optional, it is a governance requirement. Explainability supports audit trails, accountability records, and structured review of model behavior. Without it, organizations increase legal exposure and reputational risk. Governance is proof, not promises. Bias cannot be corrected if it cannot be examined. Explainability plays a critical role in identifying discriminatory patterns within AI systems. It allows us to analyze how different variables influence outcomes across population groups. When decisions become explainable, they become challengeable and reviewable. This strengthens fairness monitoring and supports responsible AI governance. If bias exists, explainability helps you trace its source. Consider a high-risk automated decision scenario. An AI model rejects a loan application. The customer asks for justification. If the model operates as a black box, the organization cannot clearly explain why that decision was made. Explainability allows us to identify the key drivers behind the outcome and provide a defensible explanation. In high-risk environments, a black box decision is not just a technical limitation, it is a legal exposure. The exam tests this distinction indirectly, usually through governance scenarios. If the question focuses on reducing black box complexity, it is pointing toward interpretability. If it focuses on justifying automated decisions or supporting audit documentation, it is pointing toward explainability. Transparency requirements may involve both. In exam scenarios, always identify the governance objective first, then choose the concept that solves that specific problem. Trustworthy AI requires more than technical accuracy. Interpretability reduces opacity. Explainability increases accountability. Governance requires evidence and documentation. Together, these elements create defensible AI systems. If you confuse interpretability with explainability, you will miss the governance signal, especially in exam scenarios. If you want a deeper, exam-focused breakdown of governance logic and real scenarios, you can find the complete analysis inside my Udemy course. Link in the bio.